Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today, I just have for you guys a slight update on the crypto prices that I think you guys will find very interesting. So make sure that you press that like button if you're enjoying these updates. Having said that, to make sure you guys don't miss anything, we're going full screen for this one. Just to give you guys a quick little rundown, the entire crypto market is actually very neutral today. You can see we're at minus zero point 0.2, and almost all the cryptos that we know and love, well, they really haven't moved too much today, with Cardano being one of the outliers at plus 4 and Solana being one of the outliers at minus 3. The rest of the cryptos in the top 10 are within the 1%, which is very fascinating to watch. Having said that, I should quickly make one little statement, and that is that I honestly expect within the next couple of days to see a very big reversal. I just want to quickly put that out there. For XRP, for example, I honestly expect the price to come up by about 50% over the next 4 weeks or so. And again, I'm not putting that date as a complete deadline, but I am suggesting here exactly 1 year ago today, the XRP price was exactly at $1. It's very crazy to see the prices that we are at right now, and if history speaks for something, which I think it does, well, we're most likely not going to see this price range for very much longer. You might have also seen that I covered that XRP was attempting yet another breakout, but that it actually got rejected, or at least is being rejected as of this point. So the thing to watch out for, guys, is that I indeed predicted us to come and fall back down when we were at about 41.5 cents or so. I said we most likely will see another little retest. You can see we most likely said it somewhere at around these points, and this is what we drew at the time. And I'm still expecting, honestly, to see the upside yet again very shortly, but it's being rejected by Bitcoin. Yes, guys, the XP price, it doesn't completely move on its own unless there's some crazy amount of news or some crazy sort of news. And right now, that's not the case, right? That's not the case. It is actually Bitcoin that is deciding, obviously, where the XP price is going. And as you saw, there was a breakout with a confirming candle. We took the trade, and again, it actually was a pretty significant amount of profit right here before it broke right back down, falling into our little channel. And right now, it is attempting to basically break out again or retest this little resistance. And we're going to have to see how this, I guess, continues on over the next couple of hours. As of this point, this was a little bit of a bull trap, but if we do zoom out a little bit further, you can see that it's actually looking as if Bitcoin is actually in a very big bear trap, because again, over on the weekly, we've had about 9 weeks in a row of decline for Bitcoin, but this channel here has actually been ongoing since somewhere at the end of December of 2020. It's only now been broken because this continued on decline. It wouldn't be too crazy if we just pop right back in and actually see about $75,000 or even $80,000 at the either end of this year or somewhere throughout next year here at the beginning, by just kind of looking at this chart. Again, for the whole history of Bitcoin, it's basically always been exponential the more you zoom out, and nothing is really showcasing that it's going to stop anytime soon. One more thing to kind of base this on, this is of course still the weekly chart, is to just showcase what bottoms Bitcoin has formed in the past here before making a new all-time high. You can see we got ourselves a new all-time high here over in January of 2021. Right afterwards, it briefly bottomed out at about, let's say, 29 point something thousand before making a new all-time high. Straight afterwards, it bottomed out again at about, let's say, 29,000 or so, something of this sort, before yet again making a new all-time high. And then right now, yet again, breaking down all the way as low as about 29 point something thousand or so, before most likely, or at least hopefully, making yet another new all-time high. And what exactly the high is going to be, we base upon this model. For XRP, there's not such a, I guess, strict model or so over on the weekly for the crazier highs. But for the short term, we're expecting to just kind of come back into this little zone, which basically starts at about 60 cents or so, which is about 50% up from where we are at right now. And again, guys, today, if I'm going to make a trade on this one, if the lines are set up the way in which I want it to, and again, guys, all we need for that is for Bitcoin to just break out above this $30.5 thousand mark and get itself a confirmation candle. It could happen as soon as the next 4 to 8 hours or so. But then I'm going to be opening up a trade, and I'm actually going to do that over on Margex. And the reason is actually pretty simple. I have a little bit of Bitcoin in here still, but the moment that Bitcoin breaks out, I'm going to actually place a trade on most pairs, all right? I'm going to most likely place a trade on all of these different pairs right there. And that's the easy thing about using Margex. The easy thing about it is I just deposited some Bitcoin, I have a little bit of Bitcoin in there left, and I could just use that Bitcoin to trade Bitcoin, Ether, XRP, Litecoin, EOS, ADA, and most likely a couple other things here, Solana, and Uniswap, all with the same Bitcoin that I put in. Obviously, they have very low fees as well. I'm not using this exchange for all the crazy other features or so, but this is an exchange which is very well used, mostly by traders who just, to I guess say it simply, trade. Not all the side stuff, as no, they're focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is making the trading as easy as possible. They have a couple of other nice features for traders, which is like you can easily change your stop loss and whatnot, but it's mostly about the fact that if I make some of these trades, I sometimes care more about the fees, and on Margex, the fees are usually pretty damn nice. And by the way, you can also get about $50 worth of fees for free, I think even $100. They'll give you like 100 fees, how do you say it? $100 worth of fees for absolutely free. Wow, that sounds really stupid. They just say basically get a discount. If you're trading, you have to pay fees all the time, but they're basically giving you $50 just for free with the link down below. Once more, just to quickly reiterate, if I have Bitcoin on here, I have a little bit of DAI, I think, in there as well. But if you have any sort of currency in there, you can use that currency to trade any pair. So if I go to XRP right now, for example, I can still use the same Bitcoin that I had to actually place an XRP trade. Usually that's not possible on other exchanges. You have to use then stablecoin only. But let's say, for example, that I deposited even some Ethereum or so, which I didn't do, but let's say hypothetically, then I can use that Ethereum to place a trade on my XRP or on my Litecoin or anything of the sort. And right now my internet is out, but hopefully we're good. And then one more thing, guys, if you're ever worried about the longer term prices, I keep reiterating this, but I'll say it again. Hurricane is coming our way. JP Morgan issues stark price predictions that price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these different things go into free fall. There's two ways to interpret this. One, stocks are most likely going to get some crazy plummet at one point or another, but I think cryptos will survive this. We all know that mass institutions, these bigger institutions, are getting into this heavily. Here we're seeing it from a different side. JP Morgan CEO says an economic hurricane is on the way. What's next for crypto? The upside, easy way to view it, easy way to phrase it, is the upside. A lot of it has to do with the rate hikes, of course, that we're talking about. Fed doesn't have a choice because there's so much liquidity in the system. They have to remove some of the liquidity to stop the speculation, to reduce home prices and stuff like that. And you've never been through quantitative tightening before. It's been funny that the crypto market has actually reacted worse because of all of it, but I think over longer periods of time, crypto will actually come out on top of all of this. At the end of the day, though, I do not want you guys to believe that every single crypto is going to come out on top. There's a lot of cryptos which are just plain garbage, and one of the ones which is still in a lot of trouble is Terra, guys. Honestly, Terra wasn't a completely stupid idea. It was just a very ambitious idea that didn't work out because the backing wasn't done right, and the, I guess, resolve, how do you say it? Like the resolution? No, rephrasing it. The moment that there was a problem, he didn't have the right way to fix it, what could have been fixed. But it does show you yet again that never put all your money into one altcoin. It's never a smart thing. Never put your money into one asset as a whole, by the way, one category. It's never really a smart thing. But also, even though I am fully bullish on crypto, and I honestly expect this to go absolutely crazy, I'm just, to end it off here, crazy bullish on the crypto, and I'll stay that way for as long as I most likely live. So I'll just keep buying the freaking dip, keep enjoying everything, and if the trades don't work out, at least one thing I know for certain. As long as I just keep buying it, we'll do extremely well. That was it for today, guys. Take care, and have a very nice day. Understanding that this is not financial advice, but I think it's damn freaking smart.